I never saw my grandmother work for anybody. For almost 18 years of my life, I never saw my grandmother work for anybody. I am not exaggerating. My grandmother probably has sat in heaven many of days thinking I had lost my mind with all the jobs I have taken, all the hours that I have spent away from my children working for someone else. For business owners, if you're gonna work for yourself, just make sure your life is balanced. You work a shift, even though you're working for yourself, work reasonable shifts. Go home, enjoy the family so that things are balanced. However, I'm at the point in my life where I'm trying to decipher what path I want to take, what things I saw that were great examples. And about a week ago, I was sitting thinking, and I said, oh my God, my grandmother never worked for anybody my entire life, ever. And that takes strength and courage and definitely a lot of focus. I also never saw my grandmother sleep in. By the way, I am not my grandmother. So these things, keep in mind, I'm saying what my grandmother did, not what I'm doing or have done. I said, wow, I never saw my grandmother sleep in. I mean, this lady worked and ran her business, which was a soul food restaurant, by the way, family owned restaurant. And I never saw her sleep in. I mean, it's amazing the consistency that my grandmother had. And I mean, if I can develop 20% of that, I mean, I would be much better off. I just would. And so everybody has things in their childhood or maybe examples that were set. Maybe some people grew up and didn't have any examples, but somehow they still triumphed and made it through it. But the reality that my grandmother never worked for anybody motivates me. And as I've lived my life, I mean, I have not been completely happy with my careers, some of my jobs, and some of the places I have been employed with. I have actually enjoyed my job. Some of it was fulfilling as far as the co-workers and people that I met. Not all bosses are the greatest, but I typically would have to find something about my bosses that I admired or respected. Because that was one thing. If a job was troublesome, I wouldn't stay there. I valued who I am enough and what I brought to a job to understand that it was worth working for someone that at least appreciated me. So I have been blessed in that area. But just thinking how my grandmother raised me my entire life, and I never saw this woman work for anyone other than herself. And I just want to, hopefully this video will motivate somebody that it is possible. It is possible. And my grandmother was doing this, I mean, many, many years ago. But she did it, and I'm going to start trying to utilize that to motivate me so that I can get better. I mean, here I am on my YouTube, you know? So hopefully my grandmother, if the existence of heaven and if that's where she's at and her spirit is out there, her energy is out there somewhere, I just want to thank her. My grandmother used to say, thank you kindly. I want to thank her kindly for displaying that example for me. And may God bless my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye.